Hi guys, today we are going to learn easy ways to remember the surrounding countries of four very important seas: the Black Sea, Red Sea, Caspian Sea and Mediterranean Sea. So I'll give you shortcuts to remember the countries, and we'll also look at why these seas are often in news because of disputes and tensions. Alright, so let's start with the Black Sea. The shortcut here is BURGER+T. Now if you may see, these are 7 letters, but we have only 6 countries which surrounds the Black Sea. This is because this GE stands for Georgia and E is not a separate country, and that's why it is written in small letters here. So it expands as Bulgaria, Ukraine, Romania, Georgia, Russia and Turkey. So the sea is extremely strategic. The only way in or out is through this Bosphorus Strait, which connects Black Sea to the Sea of Marmara and then further to the Mediterranean. So that means Turkey has a key controlling position here. On the other hand, Russia has a major naval base presence in this Crimea island, which it annexed from Ukraine in 2014, and this makes the Black Sea central to Russia-Ukraine war. Next to this Crimea island, we have Sea of Azov, which is connected to the Black Sea with this Kerch Strait. Alright, that is all about Black Sea. Now moving on, we have Red Sea here. Okay, so the trick here is YESDES, which stands for Yemen, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Djibouti, Eritrea and Sudan. So it's a critical trade route because of the Suez Canal present. It's an artificial canal and it is present on very northern end. So you might ask that why do we often hear about Saudi Arabia and Iran clashing here, even though Iran doesn't border with the Red Sea? So the reason here is proxy conflict. See, Iran supports the Houthis in Yemen, while Saudi Arabia supports the opposite side. So this makes the Red Sea a zone of indirect Saudi-Iran rivalry. And that's why attacks on ships and instability are common here. To add on to adversity, since late 2023, Houthi attacks have disrupted global shipping, cutting Suez Canal traffic by nearly 50% according to World Bank. So many ships are rerouting around Africa, adding up to 10 extra days and millions in costs. And you may have heard the Red Sea crisis. So this is the same thing. Alright, so this is the Red Sea crisis. Alright, so moving on. This is Mediterranean Sea, but it's quite long. So first we'll go through Caspian Sea. Okay, so here the shortcut is TARIK. It stands for Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, Russia, Iran and Kazakhstan. So the Caspian Sea is rich in oil and natural gas, but disputes exist over how to divide these resources. A nearby flashpoint is this Nagorno-Karabakh region, which is a disputed region between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Alright, so this conflict directly affects Azerbaijan and it often pulls in Russia and Turkey as well. That's why the Caspian region is also geopolitically sensitive. Next on, we'll go back to Mediterranean Sea. Okay, so the mnemonic is quite long, which is Sci-Fi GM4 CASTLE BLAST Palestine. So you have to remember, these are all 22 countries here. So you can go through the name of the countries one by one. Other than that, the things that you can remember is that Cyprus and Malta are island nations here. So here we have Cyprus and this is the Malta, which are the only 2 island nations. Next up, you can remember there are 5 African nations: Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, and you can remember it as Matle. These are 5 African nations in this. This includes in this 22, by the way. Alright, so lastly, things that I want to add is that even the river create disputes in these regions. For example, the Nile River, I have kept, yes, this is the image. So the river dispute between Egypt and Ethiopia over Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, or disagreements among Caspian countries about rivers feeding into the sea. So these are the major crises among the countries over the rivers. So these water conflicts add another layer to the tension. So in short, just remember BURGER+T for Black Sea, YESDES for the Red Sea, TARIK for the Caspian Sea, and Sci-Fi GM4 CASTLE BLAST Palestine. I know it's long, yeah, but this is for Mediterranean. So these are not just seas on a map, but they are centers of trade, energy, and geopolitics. So this is all for this video. Thank you. If you liked it, please like the video, I guess. Okay, thank you.